Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, y'all. Welcome to another round. Come on in. I am here waiting for my guest or whatnot. But in the meantime, let me go ahead and get through some housekeeping real quick. So if you are here, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You guys already know the deal. Hey, ladies. Come on in. We're going to be talking to a little hip hop legend right now. And we're going to get into some more hip hop in a second or whatever. But please do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I got another live coming up. We're going to do the Ready to Love panel right after this. So no worries for all of those that are looking for that. We're coming right after this. But right now we are talking hip hop and hip hop only right now. So if you guys have any questions, hey, DeSalsa, if you have any questions, please don't be afraid to put them down in the chat because, I'll have my guests come in and let me make sure because we have some technical difficulties I see already. Make sure he got the channel thing right. But make sure you guys put your questions in the chat and I'll be sure to ask him anything that you guys want to know about if we don't discuss it already. It's all hip hop. Let me see. Give me 1 second. And like I was telling you guys before, let me send this email over as I talk to you guys. I was telling you guys before that I had met this brother a long time ago because I have family in the hip hop industry. And so they used to work with him. And when I say this brother is very talented, as well as his mental capacity is just like off the chain, it is crazy. And so I just wanted to bring him up because he is like a true blessing to the community. Hip hop, I know we listen to a lot of different rap nowadays and stuff, and he is that bridge between rap and hip hop, if you understand what I mean. Because hip hop is a culture of its own, rap is a different kind of culture, and he brings the light, which what I mean is by the mental in hip hop when you listen to it. And the cadence, the wordplay, the bars, it makes you have to think sometimes. It is just like out of the world crazy. And on top of it, he brought up his brothers behind him and they're just as dope as he is. So it is very, very amazing and it's a pleasure to have him on. When he gets on, I know he's like getting the link again right now. So hopefully he'll be on here soon. We'll get him on here and we get to discuss and let him tell you himself his story. Hey, everybody in the chat so far. Hello, Octavia. Hey, Tiffany. Hey. Thank you for the love. You already know. Put the hearts up, blue and lime green for me and Shawn. Shawn is not here. Will he be in the chat with you guys after a while? So you guys will see him in a little bit. And you guys do stick around to this channel because we'll be back again later on with the live for Ready to Love. Hello from the Shadowlands. Hello. Tiffany, hey, what's up? You guys go ahead and like, and share this real quick or whatnot. We're going to get it up. And we're going to get into some hip hop here in a second. Let me make sure he got it. Make sure he got the link right. Hopefully he not in the audience instead of being back here with me. It's too many daggone links, y'all. Okay, so you can listen, okay, but we're gonna have to get you on some little hip hop flavor and stuff. I know it's not for everybody, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but hip hop is dope. And when you get good artists, especially conscious rap artists, artists with a message, you know what I'm saying, they actually have like a value to the industry, to the art. So I like talking to those artists. I have nothing against mumble rap artists, and I have nothing against like certain type of artists because I love. Look, I'm petty. I love my 2 Chainz and I love my Future from here and there and stuff for my petty listens. But for the most part, I like stuff that has a message in it and that I can listen to some years later. That it just doesn't have a time and a moment for it. I like things that are ongoing for a lifetime, not just seasonal. and stuff. So, hey, Phyllis. Hey, come on in, y'all. Get on up in here so we can get this thing started or whatnot. Let me just check real quick to see where they at. Give me a second, y'all. I'll put it back on the backdrop so y'all can kind of see what the brother look like, but it ain't really showing much. You on the wrong link. Oh my goodness. The Circle of Brothers and everything, that's his flavor for the Circle of Bosses. That's his flavor for his group and his brothers and everything, his label. But I'm trying to get him to get up here. And, yes, definitely look him up, Tiffany, if you haven't already. Get him up here on this stage. Make sure he got the right link. Check your email because I just sent it to you again. So it should be the last email I sent you for the link to get up in here, if you can hear me. You clicked it? I don't know why it's not. Okay, let me see. I was going to send it again. It should send you straight in here. Actually, let me do this too. I'm going to send it to your Instagram as well to make sure. Hold up. Y'all already know how technical difficulties go, people. Y'all bear with us. We got it. Geez. Okay. I don't know why it's taking you to the channel. Let me see what's going on. Okay. I'm about to send it to your IG. So let's see if it take you to the right. Yeah, it should take you to the right place. Wait, let me see. This is interesting. Okay, let me figure something out real quick. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I'm sorry. I think this is on me because it's giving me this link, but it is taking you to the outside. I don't know why it's doing this. This is so weird. Oops. Didn't mean to start that. Hold on. All right. Let's see. Okay. Worst come to worst, what I'm going to do is probably close out this live if it continues to do this and not let him in. And I'm going to start a whole new one. Let me see. Because when I checked it the other day, that's so weird. Because when I checked it the other day, it let you in. So I don't know why today it's taking you straight to the thing. Give me 2 seconds. I'm checking it myself. Okay, this very last one I sent you should let you into the broadcast because it's taking me to the broadcast now. So click on this one. And that should be the one. Sorry about that, bro. I don't know what's going on with they link share. There you are. There it is. What up?
Hey.
My bad. I don't know what's
How
happening.
You doing?
Directly from their thing, so I don't know why it wasn't linking you.
Let me
straight
check
to it.
Let me real quick. You sound low.
I sound low. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I don't hear you as well as I should. Let me see. Audio.
Testicles 1 2, testicles 1 2, as Guy Tori would say.
I know. I don't know why I don't hear you, man. Hold on, let me see something. Say something now.
Can you hear it?
Hmm.
Is there a delay? Dang it. All right, we're gonna try to get him back up here. What up, Earthquake? We're gonna get him back up here, y'all. He had to log back out and he gonna come back in. Don't worry. We're gonna get him up here. Y'all gotta love the technical difficulties. It never fails. Let's see. Day was going so great. Y'all, I'm so sorry. I would quote y'all rap lyrics, but that ain't my genre. I'm glad y'all patient with me though. I appreciate y'all. Okay, here we go. Let's try it again.
I can hear
How's
you.
that?
That's cool. I'll be able to get through it. It's just kind of low. If you hear my neighbor's dog bark a little bit, I apologize in advance.
I apologize in advance for my cat babies too. I mean, all my babies. They trying to sleep now, but they'll be up, acting up. Look, remember you guys, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you guys have any questions, put them in the comments, and I'll try to get to them. But we're gonna get this thing started. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's to you too. Pleasure to have you here, royalty
Thanks
in
for
my
having
own
me.
crib. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for
It's
having
not
me.
every day you get royalty.
Hey, I really appreciate it. And I saw the intro, you know what I mean? While I was trying to get in, having technical difficulties, I appreciate, your words. They mean a lot because I know you don't
Yeah.
waste your words.
Nah. I ain't giving them for anybody. You know, I'm gonna keep it real at all times. That's what I
Yes,
do.
yes.
So we're gonna do a little, because I know you're a fan of hip hop. I know this. So we're gonna do a little break, intro break and stuff. And so I'm gonna read some lyrics to you, and I'm gonna see how much of a fan you really are. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry, audience, if I'm yelling. I want to make sure he hears me. So
Yeah,
I'm
because
going.
I don't know why you know what I'm saying? My phone must be really wilding right now because you sound real low, but you know,
Let me
we
see
gonna
if I
get
could
it, we gonna get
get
it
to
done because
volume
we
on
gotta
your
talk.
end. Let me see if I can edit your mic settings and stuff. I don't know. I don't think I could edit your thing. No. Okay. Well, anyways, let's try
I
it.
probably could get some AirPods or something, huh?
Yeah,
That probably would work.
it probably would.
You want me to go get some real quick?
It's up to you, bro. You want to hear these
Hey.
lyrics?
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up, hold
What?
up, hold up, hold up.
Look at God.
Mm-hmm. I got some right here.
Yeah, it's not that you guys can't hear us. He can't hear me. So that's what we're working on right now.
Let me see what's going down.
You has
Yo,
never
yo.
lied. He is definitely one of the best journalists in the game, and the reason why he's a fan. You gotta be. If you're a fan of it, you're gonna do it even better. Trust.
Oh, I can hear you perfectly now. We on.
All right, all right. I want
What
you to
we?
get all this accent.
Yeah, let's talk about it. What's
All
good?
right, all right. First set of lyrics. All right. Let me see if you can
Mm-hmm.
guess this. Says, going through my mind. She is telling me shots was fired. Them Ohio niggas is rocking, supplying. Heat, stop answering. Start spending them niggas. Stop spending them niggas calls. Every time he went to see him, he went to the rented cars. So it was even harder to find them. So they figured they'll go to the D tomorrow and surprise him. Did they kill him? Nah, the only shots couple times. Heard they was hitting walls. The nerve of them niggas balls. He was with him. He was with Trey. He is hospital too. Nah, needless to say, call you back. Called up Trey. Trey answered. I said, "Hey man, keep it real, fam. Why the y'all still standing?" He said, "Nickel, I'm killer, not a fighter. So I got it out the way because my weight is a lot lighter."
Okay, so Ohio, then they went to the D. Is that Royce the 5'9"?
Yes. You know how to give you a little something easy. I was like, you better know your boy's stuff here. I'm gonna start some fights. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna start some fights.
Nice. Yeah.
Sorry about my reading of it. You know, y'all be writing these things. I'm like,
You censored yourself really nice though. I caught that.
got to, you know. Okay, so next one we got. This one's a little shorter, and I'm gonna try to get everything but the last bar. So we'll see if you can get it. I don't like them dreaming about getting paid, so I dig into the books of the rhymes that I made. So now a test to see I got to pull, hit the studio, cause I'm
Paid in full.
there he
Rakim,
is.
the God MC.
I love
Rakim.
Rakim. Shout outs to Rakim. Shout
Oh
outs to Royce the
yes.
5'9" too.
Righteous,
All right.
yes.
Let's see. This one might be just a little bit harder.
Okay.
Okay. I said, let me see which part of this one I want to do. I'll do, let's see, random. We're going to do it. Okay. I ain't mad though. I just don't like being lied to. Remember when I met you in Denver? You said I'll write you. You said you write back. Just seems just like you all the way. I never knew my father neither. He used to cheat on my wife and beat her.
Never knew my father neither.
I'm gonna read it one more time. I ain't
You
that
got me
mad
with
though.
that one. That ain't common. Who is that?
No. I'm gonna read it one more time. See if you can catch it. I'm gonna
Okay.
try to read it. I'm trying not to read it with the cadence, but if I do, I know you'll get it. Let me see. I ain't that mad. I ain't that mad though. Just don't like being lied to. Remember when we met in Denver? You said I'll write you. You would write back. See, I'm just like you in that way. I never
That's
knew my father
Stan.
either. As I
Ah,
said, in the cadence, I know you'll get it.
yeah,
It
man.
was
I
easy.
thought
Look,
that
the
was
chat
my
going.
first thought too. That was my first thought was that sound like Stan, you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Uh-huh. It tricks
okay.
you when I say it's a little harder. I just wanted to mess with you.
I'm like, because people be borrowing other people's lyrics sometimes and flipping them, and
So
you just
true.
never know.
So
But
true. So true.
shout out to Marshall, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
That's the homie.
Marshall. Oh, let's get into it though. Speaking of Marshall, the interview.
Yes.
What? It is
Yeah.
not just the interview. It's not just the interview. Okay. First of all, let's go back before we get there. Let's tell the audience about Crooked because see, this is the thing. Crooked interviews other people, but who's interviewing you? So let's get into it.
Right.
Who is Crooked? Who is Crooked and how did we become the king we are today?
I'm a source of energy in a human vessel. And if we not going that far back, I'm just I feel like I was born to be a part of hip hop culture, born to express myself in the booth, born to connect people globally who love what I love, rap music and hip hop, the culture of hip hop. Um, I guess I'm a writer and a storyteller. You know what I mean? So definitely I feel like I'm an artist, but I had to graduate to that level. You know what I mean? Because at first I was just doing something that was a hobby to me, and then I fell in love with it. And after I fell in love with it, I wanted to make sure that I took good care of it. And I think that's when I became an artist. But Yeah, that's me. You know what I mean? 20 plus years in the game, a lot of major record deals, a lot of ghostwriting for other major artists, a lot of, you know, studio sessions, late nights, expressing myself. Music is my therapy. Um, and I'm just a regular guy doing what he loves. That's it.
And tell us about a little bit about young Crooked growing up in Long Beach. Uh, a little post pre like pre music, getting into that.
Well, my father was in the Navy, so he was stationed in Long Beach. That's where he met my mom. My mom came to California from Oklahoma. She was pursuing her music career. She used to sing and write with my auntie, her twin sister. And yeah, they met. You know, it's a Long Beach love story. You know, they had me, you feel me? And I was raised in a house that was full of music. My father wrote poetry. My mom was a songwriter. So it was just destiny, I guess. And, you know, we moved around a lot. And I was always the new kid on the block. So I had to learn how to adjust. And I used to hate it when I was younger. But I think that's one of the things that helps me connect with people now, because I'm so used to talking to strangers, and becoming friends with strangers is an easy process for me. It's not hard. So I think that's what, you know, really helped me now. But, you know, Long Beach, the east side can be rough. Um, but Long Beach is also a beautiful city. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of soul in Long Beach. It's a lot of talent in Long Beach. Um, but yeah, it was, I mean, I grew up and down. We had our ups, we had our downs. Sometimes we were very poor, you know, especially when my father walked out and my mom was a starving artist. You know what I'm saying? So I learned to be grateful for anything, you know, everything, the little things. And you know, I could tell you some heartbreaking stories, you know what I mean? But everything that happened to me in Long Beach or wherever I was in ghetto America, it made me who I am. So I wouldn't change anything because I'm proud of who I am. So, you know, but the LBC is just, it's something in the water. Everybody got soul, everybody got talent, everybody got some kind of flair. You know what I mean? And it's a great city. I wish some of the music videos would showcase the beautiful side of my city, because you know, you got docks and yachts and shores and palm trees and beaches and sunshine, mom and pop fish stores and art districts, and you know what I mean, swap meets and flea markets. And you know, it's really, it's a gorgeous city. And it's home, you know. So that's what it is.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. Long Beach is very beautiful. Just don't drink the water.
Ah, well, can you
No,
really drink the water anywhere? You know what I'm
anywhere,
saying? You gotta
anywhere
have
at this
that. You
point.
know what I mean? You gotta bottle up right now. You know what I mean?
Anywhere at this point. So I'm gathering your mother's love of music brought about your love for the arts.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Definitely.
My mom used to play Aretha Franklin in the house. You know what I'm saying? My mom used to play, you know, the Commodores, you know, all the Motown hits was just blaring in the house. She said when she was pregnant with me, she had, you know, headphones on her stomach. You know what I'm saying? And she would let me listen to music in the womb. So I'm destined for this. I was born for this. You know what I'm saying? And she put me in the studio when I was 8 years old. You know what I mean? That's the first time I ever recorded a rap song. I was 8. So, you know, this is something that's in me. It's not on me, you know. And yeah, it was just a lot of music. And she used to play all the rap music. Some of the stuff that I was too young to understand, you know what I mean? Sugar Hill Gang, you know, Melly Mel, all that kind of stuff. So I'm even though I'm not as old as some of my OGs, I'm on the same frequency musically with them, because at a young age I was very serious about hip hop. So I was really soaking up all the music that was coming out from the East Coast and South and Midwest and the West Coast, of course. So yeah, music is a big thing in my house growing up, and it remains to be to this day.
Nice. So at 8 years old, it was the first time in the studio recording your first any project. Let's put it like that, because
Hmm.
I don't know if you was rapping at the time, but the favorite question that is always asked: what was your first rap song that you remembered front to back? That you
Not front to back. I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because in reality, being in the industry a long time, you go through phases. And I went through a phase where I was drinking heavy, too heavy. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that really messes with your memory. People don't want to admit that, but it does. It does some
it's true.
damage. So, front to back, that might be hard. But when I was 8, like I said, my first time in the lab, I did a song called The Controller. You know what I mean? Microphone controller. You know what I mean? And it was like CROCONTROL. I spell. The rhyme is the hammer and the beat is the nail. And I'm driving it into your rhythm cell. I'm MC Chili D, as you can tell. That was my first rap name, Chili D. I was young. I was only 8.
Chili was kind of hard then too. Chili at 8. Chili was kind of hard at 8. Okay, Chili.
Hey, all right, Chili, let's get it.
Little Chili D. Well, technically, that is your first song that you remember first front to back. So, hey,
Right. Hey, there we go.
right.
There we
So you
go.
brought up an interesting thing that I like to tap into a little bit, dive out of you for just a second, but still part of you. Alcohol, drugs, and that in the industry. How did that
Absolutely.
affect a lot of things? Because I remember a time when during our relationship of knowing each other, where I knew you to drink, and I knew when you stopped
Right.
or
Right.
whatnot. So tell us about that experience and what led you to just say, I'm done with this.
Well, alcohol and drugs, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, you know how it go. You know what I mean? That's the industry. And it's available abundantly. You know what I mean? Like when you go to a music business meeting, they usually want to meet at a bar or they want to meet at a restaurant and talk over drinks. You know what I'm saying? So you're drinking. Then you might have to do an appearance or a show at a club. And, the club or the venue, wherever you're performing, they provide free drinks for the artists, bottles. You see what I'm saying? So you're drinking. Then you
Mhm.
get on a tour bus. And since you're not responsible for driving, you got alcohol on the tour bus. So you're drinking. You know what I'm saying? Then when you wake up in the morning and you have to do an early morning radio show, you got a little hangover from the night before. So they say the best way to cure a hangover is to keep drinking. So you wake up in the morning, you drink. Oh, I'm gonna take some edge off. Let me take a couple drinks before I do this interview. And you're just on a nonstop cycle of consuming
Mhm.
alcohol for the people who do alcohol. There's other, drugs, other party favors people partake in. But as far as on my journey, on the alcohol journey, it was just available. It was plentiful. I mean, liquor companies would sponsor you and send you to your house boxes of alcohol. You just never ran out. You know what I mean? And I even had a part of the show where I would blindfold myself and someone would give me a drink and I couldn't see what the drink was. So I would have to freestyle about what the drink is that I'm drinking. So they would have 3 types of drinks: Hennessy, tequila, or some sort of vodka. And then, I'll be blindfolded. They give it to me. I taste it. Oh, this is vodka. And then I start freestyling about vodka. They give me the next one. Oh, this is Hennessy. Then I start freestyling about it. So
I can hear you.
even on the stage, I was drinking. You
Oh,
know
wow. I can hear you back again. You're good.
what happened to you?
You can't hear me? Did you get a call or something? I can see you and hear you. Can you hear me? Ah, shoes. Darn it, just when we get in the thick of it. I don't know what happened. Maybe he got a call. We'll see. See if we get him back. Oh, child. The industry, boy, y'all got to be careful out there. Y'all got to control your vices before you get up in there. That's all I'll say, you know, because it will take you down. Here we go. We got him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna
There
be
we
back, you know.
go.
Nah, but I was saying, so the alcohol was just flowing at all times, you know what I'm saying? And it was just it became like breathing. You're just gonna drink every day, you know.
Mhm.
And when you're drinking, it's really bad when you become a functional alcoholic because you can always get your job done. You can always take care of your responsibilities, so you don't feel like you have a problem, you
Right.
know. I got my first DUI and I didn't even take it seriously. You know what I mean? I was drinking Hennessy on the way to the DUI classes. You know what I mean? And you know, I got my second DUI, and that one came with some jail time. You see what I'm saying? But I I I realized in the class that people weren't taking responsibility for their actions. They were having no
Mhm.
accountability. So you know, the counselor would be like, "Hey, why are you here?" Somebody say, "Hey, man, I was bumping my music so loud, the police pulled me over." Somebody say, "I busted a U-turn in the wrong, you know, area, police pulled me over. My tints were so dark, police pulled me over." That's not why you're here. You're here because you were drinking and driving. They would never tell the truth or take, you know, responsibility for what it was. And
Right.
I said, I don't want to be like that. You know what I mean? I'm here because I do have a problem
Right.
because I never drunk socially. It was twist the cap and let's turn up. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about take a couple sips, knowing my limit. There was no limit. So, you know, eventually I took a lot of life L's, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying, from bad decisions. And when I did a self check, self inventory, I looked and said, well, most of those decisions were made under the influence of alcohol.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what needs to be removed from my life, you know? And I ended up stopping on my mother's birthday. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that's it. I'm not gonna drink no more. So I did this hip hop show called One Shot, and it was on BET in 2015. It was a rap showcase, talent show. You know about it, but if anybody is interested to see what that show was about, it's on BET Plus. You can view it, check it out. We went from city to city looking for some of the best rappers, local rappers. We gave them all a shot. You know what I mean? At $100,000 cash prize and independent record deal. And you know, we had everybody on there from Ti to DJ Khaled to the RZA to Tech Nine to Twista to, you know, we just had everybody. Remy Ma, Rhapsody, and I remember being at the hotel after the grand finale, and I looked into the courtyard out of my window, and I saw the finalists, you know, and they were walking on air. They were the happiest people I ever seen because they came to the show. They got to show their family, look, I'm on TV, a major network. They like, you know, they're winning prizes. They're getting all of this exposure. People are congratulating them. And they were the happiest people I ever saw. And I was like, wow, I had a hand in making these people so happy. And then when I got on the plane to go home the next day, I had to turn myself in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting in the jail cell. I went from my highest high to my lowest low. You know what I mean? And it was my fault. And it was also, you know, my partner in crime's fault, alcohol. You know what I'm saying? So I just decided, you know what? I'm done. And that was it.
I have one of the audience members asks Tiffany. She says, "Wasn't there anybody in your squad that had your best interests at heart?"
Yeah, they did. And they talked to me. You know what I'm saying? They talked to me. Um, my real squad, COB. You know what I'm saying? Industry squads, they getting toe up too. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, when I was in Slaughterhouse, our management was drinking. They was partying too. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't nobody really, But as far as my family, yeah, they would talk to me. But it's hard to talk to the person that's the captain of the ship. You know what I mean? And tell a captain of the ship what they need to be
What
doing
they
and what
can't
they can't
do.
do. You know what I mean? So it was very difficult for them to get through to me, but they did care. And I remember those conversations. You know what I'm saying? So I salute them and commend them for even, speaking up and saying, hey man, you know, I thought I had it under control, but I didn't. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I definitely get that. You gotta. I commend them too for keeping you here because alcohol will take you out one way or another. Especially if you're
Oh,
behind the wheel with it and stuff.
absolutely.
We've lost so many
Absolutely.
people.
Yeah. I mean, I just thank God that, I didn't harm anybody else because I'll be driving. I thought I could drive better when I was drunk. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I wasn't, what I'm saying, I didn't harm anybody, didn't harm myself. And next month on the 9th, it'll be 6 years. So, it's been I I went to AA classes and I get it and I appreciate them and I respect their program, but it wasn't really for me because in their program they say, you're forever in recovery. You're never not an alcoholic. You're forever in
Mm,
recovery. And me personally, I deal in words. That's my whole life, words. So words matter to me. So, I'm not an alcoholic. That person is gone. You know what I
right.
mean? So I just did it, thugged it out on my own with my own journey. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we had number 6, February 9th. You feel me?
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Life has been a lot better, I'd assume, and I know since, sobriety or whatnot. We can remember everything now.
You feel me? Yeah. You know what I mean? We can remember things. We think a lot clearer. You know
No
what I
more
mean?
blaming it on the alcohol.
Yeah, we got more time to reflect. We got more time to plan and strategize and chase dreams. You on liquor's time when you living like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's way better. And I'm glad I walked through that fire. I'm willing
Hmm.
to walk through the fire if I could go and talk to a burn victim and say, I feel you. I've been there. This is what we could do to try to get you out of that fire. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that I went through that. I speak the language. When the pandemic first hit, I had something called Sobriety House every Sunday, every Saturday, because we were on shutdown. And when you shut down, idle time is the devil's playground. So
Exactly.
I knew that a lot of people who were struggling with drugs and alcohol, and you can't keep busy because you're stuck in the house. I knew that might be a hard fight for them. So I was having
Mhm.
AA meeting sort of virtually on my Instagram live. You know what I'm saying? And we all just talked to each other about, fighting the addiction. And it
Like that.
ended up being something that changed my life because the stories people were telling me, people were crying tears. It was real. You know what I'm saying? And it ended up giving me more fuel to stay sober and keep pushing how I'm pushing.
Okay, I like that. I love that a lot. That's awesome. And let's just we're gonna get off of that. We're gonna get into some happier things and stuff like that. But a
All
lot
right.
of people are in the
Cheers.
chat. I know you can't see the chat so well or whatever. And cheers, I got
Right.
my water with me too. But a lot of people in the chat is just commending you for being sober for so long and helping them through theirs. So praises out to that or whatnot.
Salute.
Salute to them too. All you guys
Uh-huh.
that I posted up here that is holding strong, continue to fight. You guys got this. Y'all survivors. Y'all got it. So
Absolutely.
Crooks Corner.
Yes.
How do we make it to the corner of the house, and when do we get into the whole mansion? I'm trying to run through the whole castle. You know what I'm saying? Since we
Hey,
royalty, I'm trying to run
hey,
through the whole castle. I'm trying to get out the corner, man.
hey, you go. Hey, that castle is there. It's right. It's there for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just I'm always thinking. So I was like, you know, I want things around me to benefit and to benefit me, and so I could continue to take care of the people that I love, and I want to connect with people on a global scale. So I was coming down the stairs in my house one day and I said, man, I'm spending a lot of money on this house. This house needs to be doing something for me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, what can this house do for me? And then one day I went to the grocery store and I was getting some seafood, and the butcher was like, yo, you crooked? I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, hey man, can I spit 16 bars for you? And I was like, yeah, go ahead. And he went and asked his manager. He's like, hey man, this guy, he makes music. I want to know if I could rap for him real quick. So his manager came over too, like, yeah, go ahead. And he got his apron on and he just starts spitting, we standing in the butcher's, thing, and he just going. And he was so happy, and we start talking rap all the time when I go to the grocery store. So I was like, you know what? I really enjoy talking rap. Now I've done it my whole life, but I didn't really realize how much I enjoy talking rap with people. So I said, bingo, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to transform the little corner in my house, and I'm going to make that Crooks corner, and I'm going to talk rap, get on my Instagram live and just talk rap to people, and go on Twitter and ask questions, and we just gonna have a big hip hop conversation every day. And that ended up turning into me going to Hip Hop DX and doing a show, Crooks Corner. So we took it from Instagram and Twitter to a hip hop blog, a well-known hip hop blog. And then I said, okay, that was cool. Now I'm going to build my own platform. You know what I mean? So I could continue this journey I'm on, which I'm calling my new purpose. And yeah, it ended up, now we got, the Crooks Corner compound, and hard work pays off, and consistency, really, that's what it really is. It's about being consistent. Like a lot of people who start podcasts, they say that the average podcaster gives up after the 7th episode. So if you get to number 8, you've already separated yourself from most. You know what I'm saying? So it took a lot of consistency, but yeah, we got a beautiful compound now. I feel great because, our guests are very comfortable. They're very safe, and we could just talk rap, and we have the freedom to do it how we want, when we want. You know what I mean? Got a stellar production team. And it's just great. So yeah, it took some work, but and it took some meditation and visualization, because I saw the compound before it became a reality.
Right. So I just got a question, because I never had my record deal and put my record out. Is that why I've never been invited to the compound? That's the reason? You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
wow.
Because I got some stuff recorded. I can send it over to you. You know what I'm
Hey.
saying?
Well, you got an open door policy.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah, you
got an
making me
open
drive
door.
too. You make me drive too far for the compound, though. I'm like, sheesh,
Yeah,
the
well,
old location, the old studio was a little convenient. It was around the corner from my job, but now you like,
yeah, well, I like that, because that keeps some of the people away with the bad energy, though. You know what I'm saying? Not you, but you know what I'm saying? Some people got bad energy,
true that,
and they
true.
want to come around and what you're doing and knock it in some kind of way and speak negativity instead of speaking life into what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
I love it, because I know they ain't finna drive over there. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I ain't even telling them where it's at. Keep it real.
Exactly. Like I said, y'all, keep it real. I'm one of them because I ain't got the address yet.
Mm-mm.
No, but also real. Did the hip hop weeklies help you maintain this longevity in doing Crook Corner to make it past the 7th episode? Do you think that
Yeah.
helped you out a lot?
Well, Hip Hop Weekly did several things for me. Hip Hop Weekly helped me tell a new story because when I got off of Death Row Records, you know, there was a stigma, there was a dark cloud over me in the industry. A lot of people didn't want to work with me. They didn't know me personally, but they knew Death Row Records' reputation. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
there was a narrative and like I say, a dark cloud over me. So it was hindering my progress. You know what I mean? And I went back to the independent world and I was kind of stuck in the underground. I was making a living, but I wasn't getting my art out, to the world like I really wanted to. And I had a lot of roadblocks and obstacles. So once I began Hip Hop Weekly, the first of its kind, um, it was something fresh. It was something new. It was something nobody ever did before. I dropped a song once a week, for 52 weeks for an entire year. And I changed the way a lot of hip hop people digest their music, because back then you would only make a mixtape or an album. You might hear from your favorite artist maybe once, maybe twice a year. That's it. you know Now you're hearing from an artist once a week, and it became like, wow, I was able to talk to the people through the music, and they would hit me and on my social media and be like, well, hey man, can you give me a shout out? Then I would shout them out on the next week. You know what I'm saying? So they was involved with the series. All the people were involved, and I was able to talk about current events as they were happening. You know what I'm saying? And it was just something brand new. A lot of artists took a page out of my book and they did it, and they give me my credit for it. Some of them do, especially behind the scenes. But it created a new story for me. You know what I mean? It made people say, "Oh, that's Crook. He the one with the weeklies." Yeah, and people started to forget about that dark cloud. That dark cloud started to disappear. You know what I'm saying? And it was nothing but sunshine. You feel me?
Mhm.
And that's what the weeklies did for me. And it put me on the first freshman cover, double XL freshman cover. You know what I mean? And that's a spot that usually you have to have either hit records, or you have to have, some sort of, put up numbers on the board. You have to score a lot of points to get on that. And, you got a connection to a major label, or you got, whatever. Me, I just strictly rapped my way onto that cover, what I
Mhm.
mean, once a week. And that was also one of the reasons that I ended up in Slaughterhouse. So Hip Hop Weekly's definitely changed my career trajectory for the better.
I like it. I like it, and it gave me a whole full circle of you too, because uh, as you said, as you was growing up, how conditions were, it made you adapt because you were always moving around, and so that adaptation helped you succeed longevity in this career, as well as because you're going from, we know the negative connotation that came over death row, especially with the passing of Tupac and everything that, and the splitting of Snoop Dogg and all of this stuff that transpired then. And I know you got lost in that shuffle. And the last thing they know is Crooked I is a part of Death Row. They
Yeah,
don't know you, don't know anything about it, but you're a part of Death Row. And that young, Crooked, he learned how to adapt. So Hip Hop Weekly became your new adaptation, your new way of life, of rebuilding. Get to know me,
yes,
see me
yes,
in this thing and stuff, and not attach me to the label, but attach me to the music. And I love that.
absolutely,
I love it. I love
absolutely,
it. I love it.
absolutely.
And with that adaptation, I know one thing about you, because in our mini talks we've talked about different ways, because I just like to hear you guys' mind a lot of times. That's what I like about artists so much, because you guys, the way you guys think about things in life is not so much different, but is, you know it's it's not the ordinary all the time.
Right.
And what I loved about you and Yak and them and the rest of you guys that was growing up, that it was like, how did you learn these words? Coming from a child from the hood, you know, a lot of words you guys don't get the stuff like that. And you guys would sit there and say, I read, I read the encyclopedia, I read the dictionary, I just read magazines, I just read all the time, you know, and
Absolutely.
that's the thing. A lot of people don't understand the importance because of how the world is transitioning now, that everything is just visual, visual, visual. We start to stem away from reading so much.
Right.
But tell us the importance of that, especially if you're going to be an artist.
I think it's very important. I like to tell young artists that the sharper you are, the more canvas you'll have to paint on. You know what I'm saying? And um, I just think that, like we say, we deal in words. So you want to have as many tools in your toolbox that you can acquire. You know what I mean? So reading, and this is not even just for artists, just period. You just never stop being a student in life. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Even if you master something, you're still a student in another department. So, learning is very important. And those books opened us up to a whole new world. If you living in poverty conditions, you know what I'm saying, and you might not have, you know, a silver spoon. You might be, living very like below the poverty line, lower income situations. Books help you escape. They take you on a journey. You know what I'm saying? And I learned a lot from reading different books. I love history. So, I dove into history books. I dove into self-help books. I dove into um, Afrocentric books. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a whole nother world. And it opened my mind up. So now, you know, I try to get in 50 audiobooks a year. You know what I'm saying? That's what I try to do. And I'm on the go. I'm moving. I'm doing business. I'm moving and shaking. But there's always time, stuck in traffic. Throw the audiobook on. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Um, Catching an airplane somewhere. Put the audiobook in the headphones. You feel me? So I try to do that, catch that 50 mark, and just continue to learn, to grow, to exercise my mind. And I think it's very important, especially for artists, because, you know, say something. You know what I mean? I think it's very important for us to be intentional about improving our communication skills in life, period. So um, because communication is it really do rule a nation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
About 90% of our relationships.
yeah, you know what I mean? So, it's just something that I would advise artists to do. Don't feel like you got, they put negativity, they nerd shame,
Mm-hmm.
they put negativity around people who are seeking enlightenment, intelligence, wisdom. People want to paint a picture like that's not cool, but that's the coolest. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the coolest thing you can do, is be able to sit down and hold a conversation with people about many different topics and subjects, and connect with another person on a higher level than usual. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, keep reading those books, because some of these rappers, they need to read some books, because you listen to them and you like, for real, I just
Yeah.
listened to 13 songs of it was the same song 13 times. You know what I'm saying? So pick up a book, man.
Exactly.
For
Look,
real.
okay, so Chaz Brown wants to know he got a couple of questions, so I'm gonna get to the first one first because it's shorter. Uh, Marvel or DC?
Hey
That's
man,
the first
Chaz,
one.
man.
Chaz trying
Hey,
to start that mess.
yeah, man, Chaz up in here. He just came straight in with the smoke. You know what I'm saying? And I think I know who Chaz is too on Twitter too.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna go Marvel with the movies. I'm gonna go DC with the animated films,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm leaning toward DC on the comic book level. You know what I mean? But I feel like Marvel got the movies on Smash. You know what I'm
They
saying?
definitely got the movies on Smash. Me
No,
personally, I feel like they got the comics a little on Smash too. You
hey,
know,
they might. You know,
but DC hold it down with the Joker series though. That part
mhm,
right there though, like
mhm. And the
the Joker.
animation though. If you watch an animated DC
Yeah,
cartoon,
yeah.
it's
The animated cartoons
always
is lit.
it's
It's
always
lit.
fire. So
It's lit. I
they're
ain't gonna
doing their
lie.
thing.
And he also want to know about when you met the first time you met Joel Ortiz.
The first time I ever met Joel Ortiz was on the shoot, the Double XL magazine shoot for the freshman cover, the first freshman cover. That's the first time I ever met Joel. And the crazy part about it is on that cover, me and him are sitting right next to each other, right? When we were shooting, they were mixing up the poses. Like I might be sitting next to Lupe Fiasco on this picture, or I might be standing next to Boosie on that picture, or whatever. So they would mix it up. But they ended up going with the shot that me and Joel were sitting right next to each other on. And then later on in life, we became group members. You know what I mean? And it's just I feel like the universe already had another story for me and Joel before me and Joel knew what it was. You know what I mean? And it was crazy because even when you open the magazine, you know, his article comes and then my article comes. Like it was really trippy. And, you know,
Mhm.
he's from Brooklyn, I'm from Long Beach, but we had a lot in common. You know what I mean? He grew up in Section 8 houses, project houses. I grew up on Section 8 sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And you know, the lower income stories and two different coasts with a lot in common, met on a magazine cover and ended up being group members and then ended up being music brothers.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, because you know I was on my slaughterhouse.
Hey.
Faithfully.
Hmm.
Faithfully, okay. And you know, I'm not gonna tell my all my relations to, you know, some of the group members, but you
Right,
know, it's family, it's all love and stuff like that. And that's not the reason I was supporting y'all.
right,
I'm an avid fan, you know, especially of that genre and that era of music, because hip hop was the thing from, like, I'll say probably like the late 90s all the way up into the early 2000s and stuff. Hip hop
right.
was okay.
Yeah,
Uh Today's music, yeah, I'm here and there with it, but you know,
right,
I'll be trying to
right.
stay in it. You know, Crick be trying to keep me in it. I swear,
Yeah,
he
it's
be
some,
trying to
I
keep me
shoot you some links.
in
There's some
it.
people out there talking. They talking to us.
I've been back on my rap battles again and stuff, so I've been
Oh,
watching
there you
those.
go. They gonna always stay raw. You know that.
I know they've been keeping me lit. I'm like, oh my god. He said, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. But speaking of fire people and you know rap artists that are upcoming, Horseshoe Gang.
Yes.
Let's speak on them because you know if people don't know, as they should, they are family, literally,
Yes. Yes.
to you especially,
Yes.
because those are your little brothers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The shoe gang, man. The shoe gang, you know, my little brothers, you know, we siblings, we all have the same mother. Some of us have the same father. He's resting in peace now, so I won't say anything negative about him. But nah, you know, the shoe gang, when they were kids, you know, I would write like 4 bars a piece for them. You know what I'm saying? And I would tell them that, you know, you have to memorize these 4 bars before I get home. You know what I mean? And if you don't memorize them before I get home, I'm not going to let you play the video game. You know what I'm saying? So they would memorize the bars, you know, say the bars, whatever I wrote them, you know what I mean? And I'm talking about they was 6 and 7 and 5 and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they was going through rap boot camp at an early age. You know what I mean? So as time progressed, they just became students of the game. They didn't only listen to artists in their own age group. They listened to the OGs before them. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And now they're phenomenal with the ink pen. You know what I'm saying? And the wordplay is there, the dedication is there, the passion is there, the punchlines are there, the cadences are there, the songwriting abilities, the storytelling abilities, it's all there. And
Mhm.
now, it's been a rough road for them because even though their age group makes more of what is trendy now, they are artists and lyricists. So
Right.
it's not always easy to break lyricists in the game because, you know, it takes it takes a big budget. Like people don't want to talk about it. They talk about, yeah, you can go viral, you can do some things on your own, and you can have huge success without a major label for sure. You can have huge success, but when it comes to the lyricists, for some reason, it takes it takes a good amount of marketing. You got to create the awareness out there, and everything costs. So, they've been doing their thing, independent, making. They got a great fan base. Their fan base is loyal. They love them. And just recently, they dropped an album called Shady Past, and Eminem loved it so much that he tweeted it out. You know what I mean? And with the link and everything, and told his fans, y'all got to check this out. You know what I mean? Because it's just that dope. So,
Let's give him
they're
full credit now that he produced some stuff on there too. We can hear it.
well,
Yeah.
he produced a joint. Well, let's take it back because I took them to Detroit to meet him.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And when I told him that they were coming, he was like, all right, cool. So we met at the studio and, we had a conversation. It was great and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, yeah, I'm working on an album with them. And, he's like, well, I love to hear it when you guys get done. He's like, are you finished yet? I said, nah, we just got about 2 songs. And he's like, all right, cool, man. Play it for me when it's finished. So I ended up getting an Airbnb in Detroit for like 3 weeks, and we knocked out the whole album and came back to the studio in 3 weeks. Like, yo, here's the album. You want to check it out? He was like, 3 weeks. He's like, it's done. And
First of all, I'm gonna cut you. I'm gonna start to cut you off right here, but I'm gonna cut you off. I know it was done probably in 1 week, and y'all was just partying and acting a fool for the other 2 weeks. Stop
well,
playing.
for real, you know what I'm saying? But you know it, if you know how the studio is, we having
Yeah.
fun. You spend more time in the studio talking and having
Hmm.
fun than you do recording music. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we brought it back and he was like, yo, this is incredible. And he became a fan. And he said, hey, I want to produce for you guys. So he started sending beats every now and then. You know what I'm saying? And that's just incredible because Eminem is one of, if not the biggest rap star in the history of hip hop. And for him to say, yo, they're not signed to me, I don't have no contractual ties to them. I just love what they do. Here's free production. You know what I'm saying? That was a big moment for them and for me. And I appreciate Marshall. And yeah, they're getting a lot of exposure now. And I'm expecting that this will be the biggest year in their careers.
I don't doubt it at all. One thing that brings me to hip hop, and what I was saying prior to you getting on, is I love music that I can listen to no matter what decade I travel into. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And lyricists always bring that type of music around because they have a message in it all the time. And
Yes.
when you listen to them,
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy because on Monster,
Yeah.
it's like baby M&Ms in that. If I
Yeah.
listen to them on something else, it's baby crickets. But
Yeah.
the thing is, each one of them have their own unique sound.
Right.
Yet it's you could tell that they've been working around each other and grooming around each other the whole time because of the lyrics, the cadence, the word usage,
Yeah.
and the play that it has. Like it's like you guys went to school. all together in the same class and graduated at the same time. That's how that you can tell how that went or whatnot. And for you putting them through the boot camp so early, thank you. Because they may not say it, everybody else may not say it, but people that really appreciate hip hop and the culture and the music is going to appreciate these dudes. Like straight up, you know what I'm saying? Because you have to mumble rap can only last so long, what my petty music, that you be in your petty phase sometimes, so you want to listen to that sometimes and stuff like that. But a lot of times you want that music that just makes you think.
Yes.
And that educates you or just has you just on another, like you feel like you're growing while listening to it.
Yeah.
And that's
music
what
taught me a lot.
Exactly. That's what I feel when I listen to you. I listen to them, and there's some other dope artists out there that does that, but there's not many of them.
Right.
And like you said, it is hard for them to get into the industry because the industry don't like it too much.
Right.
They don't like people with the message because they know music sells, and when they start having messages, that means they creating power for themselves,
right,
or whatnot. And when some more people start listening to that power, it's like, oh, you got that influence now. We got to be careful. We can't have another Pac. We can't have another Biggie. We can't have another Malcolm X in this game. Period. Right. We got to watch you.
Got to watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Powers that be.
Yeah. So, but they got their own way of bringing their message across. So I don't have no doubt that they'll get it out there, because sometimes we need it. We need the refreshments.
Yeah, we gotta have it. We gotta have it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? They doing their thing, and like you said, there's a lot of artists out here that are really doing their thing. Like Little Sims out there in the UK, she dropped one of the best albums I heard in 2021. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm Introvert. That album is incredible. You know what I'm saying? It's out there, but we just got to go digging for it and finding it and getting those gems, because there's some people out there that's really still, waving the right flag. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we got you out here drawing them out. So,
let's get
you're going to bring them out for us. You're going to make sure we know who they are. And you guys know, I appreciate you for that. You doing the hard work, so I can sit back and just listen.
There you go. I'm gonna shoot you the links. Definitely
shoot me the links, because I'll put them up there and shout them out and stuff. I'm a supporter. When I like it, I like it.
That's what's up.
Okay, so one last trivial question before we get out. Top 5.
Oh man,
I'm gonna do 2, because I'm gonna start some drama. I gotta start drama. Okay,
before we gotta get some headlines. 5. Let's get some headlines going. They like that clickbait. Who
you like that
clickbait real quick?
So I can sit there. You know what I'm saying? Get these fights in the streets going real quick. Okay, so who gotta go? We're gonna say who gotta go first. Before we get to the top 5. Who got to go out of this set? Joel Ortiz, Royce da 5'9", Eminem, Jay-Z, or Tupac?
Why you ain't say Joe Budden? I was waiting on that.
I know you was waiting on Joe Budden, but that's too easy. Nah. We already booted him out the group already, so that's too easy. Can't do it.
Nah, I'm just having fun. Let me see. Damn, really? That's crazy. That's a very hard question for me, because, I have to be loyal, you know what I mean, to Royce and Joel and M. You feel me? And then Pac is the GOAT to me, because his music just resonated with me on my come up. You know what I'm saying, the most. And then Jay-Z is the living GOAT. He's the president of hip-hop. He's the Barack Obama of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard. Who am I going to take out? I got to take Jigga out. Damn, you just made me take... Man.
No disrespect, brother. No disrespect. You should have just took Pac out, because Pac was already gone, but...
No, I can't. I mean... I can't do it now. And that's crazy because my respect level, see, a lot of people on Twitter, when I talk rap, they really, they don't like when I say Jay-Z is the living GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Because for them, they don't, I guess they don't understand it. But as a writer, I'm listening to the lyrics a little bit different than the average listener. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really understanding exactly what he's doing. You feel me? So they hate that. And I got super respect for Jay and what he do. But you just made me take him out. So that's that, you know.
Yeah. I'd have just threw some random person up in there, like, yep, you go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't play by rules, okay? You already know.
Hey, I like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm trying to be respectful on a Queen's
No.
platform right now. You feel me? For real.
Exactly. No, no, no. It was hard. I made it hard on purpose, you know.
Yeah,
I
that was
knew,
difficult.
I knew three of them was like not going anywhere, and I
Yeah,
had
that
to
was
make
difficult.
the last two. The last two was some
I'm glad you didn't say Rakim because one of my ex-rap group members might have had to peace out if you said the God. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, Jay, I know you watch it. We said this with Jizzle. You know, I know you watch it. We still want some albums with you and G, and we want some with you and Crook. Okay, that's all. Come back for us one time. Get in the booth. Put them two people on your stuff. I don't care if they're on the same track or different tracks, because to me, it's all gonna be fire. Shoot.
Let's go, Jizzle.
Hey, yeah, you already know. So y'all, Jay-Z, you gonna get this. Somebody gonna send it to you.
That's right.
All right. Anyways, okay. Top five, and you know this is where me and you start having our beef.
Right.
Because y'all always want to kick my baby up out the daggone thing, like he ain't up there and stuff, because he just ain't made his own records and stuff like that. Y'all want to just get these little minute little reasons why he can't be up there, but it's okay. It's all right.
Okay. Yeah.
It's all right. Because y'all know Dylon, and Dylon.
Yo, and shout out to Dylon, man.
For real, that's my boy.
Yeah,
That's
mine
my
too,
boy.
man. I used to roll around when I was on Death Row. He was on Bad Boy. We was Death
Mm-hmm.
Row and Bad Boy dudes rocking out. You know what I'm saying? Hitting corners. I
Yeah,
like
that's
Dylon,
my
but
boy. Congratulations to his wedding too. It was like about a year ago though, but yeah,
dope,
that's my
dope.
boy. But okay, top five artists of all time. Well, should we say artists or lyricists? Top five lyricists. I'll do it like that. Of
Damn,
all
top
time.
five lyricists.
Yes. And you can include yourself if you want to. You can hit you a die line, crooked, and crooked if you
Hey, you know what I'm saying? You know, well, it really don't change for me. Um, but if we just talking about technical ability, I'm not gonna put an order on this, but we're gonna throw M in there. We're gonna throw Coogee Rap in there. We're gonna throw Rakim in there. We're gonna throw Twister in there. And
Mhm.
then I throw myself in there.
Nice. That would be, hey, if they all was a group.
Hey, we just talk about technical ability. You know,
Yeah.
Hitting your punchlines, setting them up the right way, delivery on different types of beats, not just one certain type of delivery. No, we're gonna throw 5, 6 different beats at you, and we're gonna hear how you can flow on each one. And we're gonna talk about, metaphors, who got the illest ones. We're gonna talk about storytelling. We're gonna talk about how vivid your word usage is. We're gonna talk about all those types of things. Then you're gonna get that 5. If you're talking about my favorite rappers of all time, my top 5 is
Mhm.
Pac, MJ, Rakim, and the tied for 5th position is Ice Cube and Scarface.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice. I like real quick. I like how you put Twister in the technical thing, because to rap fast and clear
yeah,
is difficult, and he
it's
has
difficult.
definitely mastered both.
He's mastered that. And the thing about it is, if you listen to his album Adrenaline Rush,
Oh my
see,
gosh.
he is rapping at a fast pace, but
Mm-hmm.
he's doing something that's very technical, and that's syllable rhyming. He's rhyming multiple syllables. So
Mm-hmm.
he's not just saying cat, hat, bat, you know, rhyming one word. He is rhyming multiple syllables. And for that, to do that at that pace, and for it to all make sense,
Yep.
not just saying a bunch of words. If he's telling you a story, he's rhyming in syllables, storytelling at a fast pace and making sense all at once. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people who rap fast, but if you look at what they wrote on a paper, it really doesn't make sense. It's just a lot of words that sound good together. No, he's actually completing a thought in each rhyme. So he, to me, gets slept on with his technical abilities because I feel like people have their favorites and they don't really score or grade him correctly, in my opinion. So
Yeah.
yeah, shout out to Twister for sure.
Shout out to him for real, because that general adrenaline. Look, I can't even say the word.
Yeah,
Adrenaline rush
yeah,
was
Adrenaline
the
Rush.
that album was the.
That
I'm not
album
gonna
was
lie.
crazy. And you know,
It
I
was
got a couple joints with
crazy.
Twister. So y'all could go check out, you know, me and Twister and Kxng on F
Mm-hmm.
You Pay Me. You know what I'm saying? Me and Twister did our thing on there. But yeah. Oh,
I remember that.
is he on that? Nah, that's Tech 9, Buster. Is Twister on that other one too? I don't know, but I got another joint too like that. If y'all like that fast rap, it's the Beast remix off the Southpaw soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? We got it in on that level on that too. But shout out Twister.
H1 said your top should be Crooked I, King Crooked, and Chili D.
There we go. Top 3. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta, you know what
Me,
I mean?
myself, and I.
Me, myself, and I. Sometimes you gotta really come out. You know, we want to always continue to be humble,
Right.
but in the rap world, sometimes you gotta talk your ish.
You gotta talk
You
it.
gotta talk it. You know what
If
I'm
you don't
saying?
believe in yourself, nobody else will.
Nobody else will. And I don't run from no fades on that
Hey.
microphone. That's not happening. And you know, if I get on a song, this is the only thing that people don't know out there. We might do a song and you might be like, oh, Crook, this person had a better verse than you. But you don't understand that I probably turned my verse in first and they were able to listen to it and try to top it. See what I'm saying? But if you
Mm-hmm.
sit me in a room with anybody in the hip hop history and we all got the same amount of time to come up with a rap, it's going to be a different story. I promise you that. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? It's going to be a different story.
Exactly.
I
I ain't gonna
promise.
mention a couple of artists who has done that stunt before,
Of
but
course.
you can hear by the bars. You can tell. You can tell. There's a couple of them, and some of them are goats and legends in there
Yeah.
that has
There's some
done it.
goats in there. There's some goats in there, you know, that, but they'll be like, yo, I'm not going to go in there now after that. I'm going to go home and think about it and come back
Mm-hmm.
a couple days and then drop my verse. But when the people hear it, they only hear the song in its completion and they feel like, oh, that's what it was. You know, if I got time to hear what somebody did, I'm going to try to destroy what they did if that's what the song is about. Because a song
Exactly.
shouldn't just all be about out rapping each other. That's not what it's about. I'm more for the storytelling. I'm more for, you know, touching on topics of real life. You know what I'm saying? But we can go into the gladiator ring and see whose words can outmatch who. So that's cool too. You know what I mean?
But see, that's why I'm a big fan of who I'm a big fan of, because they don't worry about who else is coming in the booth. They do their thing and they be like, all right, y'all, I'm out.
And who is that?
You know who it is. Andre 3 Stacks
I know
1000.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Andre is a killer. He just don't rap enough.
He don't. But you know, when you
He
when
a
you
killer
just
though.
when you love what you love, but you just you lose interest because of things around you.
Yeah.
When you're a
I
true
fe-
artist, when you're a true artist in the sense of art,
yeah.
that's how it is. If you feeling something, then it'll come out. But if you're not feeling it, you just won't get on that canvas. You won't have no paint. You won't get nothing to come
Yeah.
out.
Absolutely.
You
He's
know,
a
some
killer
people
though.
just can't just go in and get in there about anything
Yeah.
and stuff. Somebody said they need Andre 3000 at Chris Corner. Just let me know when you gonna be there, okay? And shoot me
Oh,
the
now I ain't too far away, huh? That's when I'm not too far away. When Andre 3000 Benjamin comes up to the Crooks Corner, now I'm not too far. Ain't that something? Y'all see it. Y'all heard it live right here on the show. I was too far about 30 minutes ago.
We're gonna edit that first part out, you know what I'm saying?
Ah, man. Nah, I would love to have Andre 3000 on there because he okay, first of all, Outkast is the greatest rap duo of all time. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's only a couple people who could try to match that level in my mind. You know what I mean? And the first two albums, three albums, um, Andre was just on another level. Big Boy is crazy, but we talking about Andre. He was on another level from his counterparts in the industry. You know what I mean? And he finds different pockets to put words in. And I think that that's a highly underrated skill is when you find different pockets to place your words on the beat. You know what I'm saying? Some people have no clue of how to find those kind of pockets. To him, it just
Mm-hmm.
must be natural because he just does it all the time. And he always has something heavy to say. His
Yeah.
words weigh, they have weight. You see what I mean? It's not just some paper thin conversation. You know what I mean? It's like real, it's real content. So yeah, salute to Andre 3K, man. He crazy with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when you're an artist and you're a studier of the music side of it, when you start getting into the technical parts of the beats and the instruments and all that, you
Yeah.
start finding all different ways to find your groove through the
Mm-hmm.
lanes and stuff. You
Yes.
know,
Yeah, your
and
voice is an instrument, you know?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Use it as such.
yep. So,
Yeah.
so any last words for the people? Any artists that we should be looking out for besides Shoe Gang? Any new work you got coming on? Anything else?
Yeah, just please tune in to Crooks Corner. Subscribe, Crooks Corner YouTube. I just did a new interview I dropped yesterday with Krishna, one of India's biggest rap stars
I
and
didn't know where he was
OGs over there. He was the
from.
first rapper from India to tour. You
Dope.
know what I'm saying? And his story is amazing. So check that out. I had Punch last week, couple weeks ago. Punch, the president of TDE, Top Dog
Mm-hmm.
Entertainment. He dropped a lot of jewels for people who are upcoming artists. He gave a lot of clues and hints on how to get to success. It's a great interview. And I got Rakim on there. You can go listen to that. You can go listen to you can go watch the Black Thought. You can go watch the
Mm-hmm.
uh Joel Ortiz, the Royce the
Roast the
Five
fire.
Nine, the Eminem, as we already said. Um, there's a lot. You just go over there and digest some of this dope music content, and I'm gonna continue to connect the world. Shoe Gang, Shady Pass, that's out. You can stream that. And right now, I'm listening to a new artist that's new to me, um, who is Backwoods Sweetie. She's pretty
Mm-hmm.
dope. You know what I'm saying? She's really talking her talk. Uh, Black Frost, she's dope. You know what I'm saying? Uh, there's a lot of new artists that I'm checking out right now, and I'll be tweeting about them. So follow me on Twitter at Crooked Entry Ago. Follow me on Twitter. Me and the Rap Connoisseur community. That's what the name of our community is. Rap Connoisseurs. We talk rap every day on Twitter in some form or fashion, and we keep it a safe space. So even if you come in and say Lil Pump is the greatest rapper of all time, nobody ain't gonna get crazy with you. If they do, I'm gonna jump in and be like, yo, let's try to keep this all good. You know what I mean? Because I like that vibration to be up, up. You know what I mean? When we have those
Nice.
conversations. So yeah, Twitter, Crooked Entriago, King Crooked on Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. If you're on Discord, you could join the Crooks Corner server on Discord. I got my own crypto tokens. You know, you could buy the tokens. You buy the tokens, you get exclusive. You get the first of everything. If I'm about to drop an interview, you'll know it before anybody else in the world. If I got behind the scenes stuff, you'll see it. Nobody else in the world. If it's a piece of merch, it's just made just for you. So if you're on Discord, chime in with me on the Crooks Corner server. You know, we going into Web3, we going into the metaverse, we going into, you know what I'm saying, all these, you know, NFTs and things of that nature. And the hip hop community need to be right there. So come mess with me. You know what I mean? And let's keep hip hop alive.
Definitely keep hip hop alive. And they're making sure that you don't retire anytime soon. People in the audience said, do not retire, sir. So
hey, man,
they want you back in the booth. But you know, we enjoying these Crook Corner interviews, you know.
Yeah, you know, I got other things I'm gonna bring to the table. Don't worry, when I put the mic down, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring other things to the table. TV series, documentaries, all types of stuff. We're gonna keep hip hop rocking. It's just gonna be in a different way. But I'm never gonna let my sword get dull. So, you know, I might come out retirement if I gotta poke somebody with it. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, we good though.
Let's see if somebody riled up so they can see if they poke the bear back.
Hey, let's get it, you know. For real.
Well, I thank you for coming along. I done kept you for an hour and 30 minutes now or
Yeah.
whatnot and stuff.
Nice.
But I will always love to have you back when you have any more updates or anything new you want to talk about, or you just want to share more of life and growing up in this hip hop industry. You know, you want to share more of your journey with people. You let me know. I got you. You know, this is what this platform is here for, to learn from other people's experience, because experience is the best teacher. And I know you got a lot of it, you know, as my girl Octavia say about me, I've been in these streets.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Well,
and not necessarily in a bad way, but
not in
you
a
know,
bad way, in a good way.
it's the experience of it all, you know. And
Yeah. So yeah, just man, thanks for having me. First of all, appreciate you. Round of applause. You know what I mean? And you know, anybody out there that's in this hip hop world or trying to be a new artist or anything of that nature, you know, keep your circle tight, keep negativity out of it, and you know, love the art. When you fall in love with it, it'll love you back sometimes. So that's about it.
definitely. And for those that are y'all that are new, please like, share, subscribe, leave any comments that you liked about this video in the description. I mean, down in the chat box in the description, I'll put all of Crooked's info so you guys can go follow him. Make sure you follow him. Make sure y'all follow Shoe Gang. Y'all follow COB. Anything Crooked at this point, y'all go follow it, you know. And please continue to support both our channels. You go at Chris Corner. He's over there. He's doing his thing. You guys get all the updated videos, his interviews, everything. Trust, I'm over there. I'm subscribed myself, so I'm all through it and stuff. I get the notifications and everything. So again, like I always say, you know, here at this local friendly pub, we like to keep your drinks full, but your minds even fuller. So y'all stay up there, and peace.